Welcome everyone to the Prolix RC Equalizer installation guide. I'll give you a quick walkthrough on how to install it and give you a few caveats along the way, help you get it going. First, you're going to have to remove your shock tower, your camber links. You don't have to remove the shocks from it, but we'll get to that in a little bit. You will remove your front bulkheads. You don't need the original Xray ones anymore. Shoot, you can throw those things away. You ain't going back. You're sticking with this. I'm telling you what. Okay, so you get that, and you want to save your ball studs. And as you can see there, we're using it's black on black, so it's kind of hard to see. We're using the same spacer or shim configurations we were using under the ball studs before. You'll want to pull an additional ball stud out of your rear ARS bag from your kit and go ahead and use those. You'll use the camber links from there as well, or the turnbuckles, and you'll also need a 10mm screw for the rear. So what I'm doing is just attaching this. I like to push it forward. It's just for posterity's sakes. It's a habit that I've always done. You get those installed, both sides, and then we'll move on to the turnbuckles here. So the one thing you want to make sure is, hopefully this is within frame. Yeah. So what you want to make sure is that you keep the ball cup on the side of the turnbuckle with the little hashes in it. This way it'll be on the inside when you go to install it. So just like the kit tells you, they go on the inside. So in the rear, I have it on the inside, on the left and right. And the original ball cups will be on the inside as well, as we have a new V ball cup for the outside. So I've already gone ahead and attached one end here, and we'll go ahead and screw in the other end. Make sure you get them nice and straight. If you're not getting them in straight, you'll actually skew how things work a little bit here. The nice thing about these is they are extremely durable, I'll tell you what. And turnbuckle wrench is over here for some reason. And you have to make sure even if you don't run the notches in, you have to make sure the notches are the same on each turnbuckle on each side. So like this one, they're both pointing to the inside, and that's perfect. What I will do is give you some initial settings to use here. So you'll have a rear space between your ball cups here of 15.35 and a front of 15.75, right around there. This one's not quite there yet for me. The great thing too is these are really easy to adjust when you get them on the car as well. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah. Alright, so on the other one, I already have this attached, and we'll go ahead and install it. So the nice thing is, like, you get this installed, and you can easily just leave them on when you go to pull the leave them attached and at the proper settings when you pull it off. So if for some reason you want to go back and try the original ones, the original Xray bulkheads, you can easily do that. You can have a spare set of camber links. Alright, attach that here, attach that there. So when I attach the new camber link setup to the car, I like to do the inside first. Pop those on. I just put fresh ones on here, so these are a little tough. Yeah. Okay. And the outside one, the first time you pop your outside ones on, they're going to be a tight fitment, so don't be afraid to get some pliers out. Snap both sides on there, and that'll be good to go. So with these outside V-ball cups being a little tight initially, you'll want to it's okay. It's okay with them being tight like that because it keeps keeps from getting slop in the ball cup as it breaks in. So if your steering's a little tighter than you're used to, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal. So one thing you'll notice too is I have these ball cups set up so the holes are directly, so the holes in the ball studs are directly centered in the ball cups. This way everything moves freely. If you take these, I'm not going to actually adjust them here, but as you adjust them, you'll notice that it skews them. So like these aren't perfectly centered anymore. You should be able to see from one side to the other, and it binds, and this side is perfect. So make sure after you're done adjusting them, when you're putting them on, that you center them up. All right, then you'll attach your front shock tower as you normally would. The only thing to note here is the Equalizer moves the front shock tower 4 millimeters forward. This is to make room for the ball cup to fit back here. Otherwise that won't work. So any spacers that you're running on the tower of your front shocks need to be removed. If you're running anything less than 4, you'll need to compensate with the proper spacers below. I believe right now I'm running 1 millimeter spacers on the bottom here. All right. And we'll get that fastened on all the way here. So if you're running the white belts, or you're running a stock class, you'll want to grab this little 3D printed piece out of your bag and install it. And this is pretty easy. It just goes right on the back of the right hand side bulkhead. So and then what this will do is this is actually 4 millimeters further back, so it will keep your belt from popping off, because that's what the shock tower on the Xray would do before. It's not a bad idea to make sure it's pushed down as you tighten it up. Any 4 millimeter button head screw will work back there, and that's it. That's your Equalizer all done and dusted and installed. We'll get a different video together here and show you how to adjust it. Until then, take care and enjoy your Equalizer from Prolix RC.